Good morning. It sucks that we had to cancel the wedding in the middle of the ceremony yesterday. So, are you going to be in the hospital for a while?
Yeah, I guess I have to stay here for a while with this broken leg.
You broke your leg when you fell down the stairs, right? Did you fall out of nowhere? It's strange, but it's probably because you're not used to wearing high heels.
Well, I'm not sure. I feel like I was being pushed by someone.
But well, maybe it's a good thing.
What's good about this situation?
Well, actually, my mom.
Your mom?
You know, she always wanted to go to Bali with me. She asked me if I'm free around this time before.
What? Bali? With your mom? We are supposedly on our honeymoon trip starting today.
Yeah, I've been telling her that I can't go and she should go to Bali with Dad. But since you're in the hospital now, I decided to go to Bali with her starting today.
What? You're going there today?
Yeah, my stuff is already packed and I have my plane ticket with me.
Really? Don't tell me your mom prepared everything for you.
She did. She's very kind. If we went on my honeymoon as we planned, she'll have to cancel this trip to Bali. But I guess I'm lucky that I could go on the trip after all.
Wait, what? What about me? I'm in the hospital.
You'll be fine. You're in a hospital surrounded by nurses and doctors. Besides, it's not like we're still doing the wedding or something.
Are you serious? I was rushed to the hospital. I feel so anxious here. Please stay with me.
But I can't let my mom to go there alone. You're in the hospital with a broken leg and you can't move anyway. So, I'll enjoy the trip with Mom.
Are you really leaving me? I can't believe you.
What's wrong with it? Mom's so excited about it, and I'm going to enjoy my trip to Bali.
I can't believe you. Your priorities are definitely different from mine.
I'll get you some souvenirs, but make sure that you will listen to the doctor and focus on your treatment. Well then, bye.
Wait, Drake? Hello, Mari. I'm sorry about what happened. Anyways, I'm on my way to Bali with Drake now. Hey, it's hard to say it, but isn't this too inappropriate? Inappropriate? What do you mean? I know that you are not happy about our marriage, but just because of that, I can't believe you planned a trip with your son on the day of our honeymoon. What kind of coincidence is this? It's none of your business. Can you stop giving me weird accusations? You already knew about the wedding date when you planned this, right? Oh dear, it's time to board now. Bye. Hey.
Hey, Marie. We've arrived at Bali and we're having a great time. She planned this trip perfectly. The hotel we're staying in tonight is really great. The ocean is beautiful and the sunset is romantic. I bet you envy us. We had lunch at a fancy restaurant. I wonder what you're eating at the hospital. I want to send some pictures, but I think it will be too miserable for you to see them in the hospital. Ha ha ha. Well, we'll have fun on your behalf.
Hi, dear. How are you? Bali is really a wonderful place. I remember you said before that you've never traveled abroad. You know Drake also has never traveled abroad, so this will be his first time abroad. I feel sorry that it wasn't the honeymoon trip. I hope you don't mind about it. Oh, and also, the hotel is absolutely gorgeous. The ocean. The sunsets are so beautiful. I bet you want to see it too. So, today's lunch was at a fancy restaurant. I wonder what were you eating at the hospital? Oh, honey, I would love to send some pictures, but maybe I shouldn't. You might go crazy in the hospital after you saw the picture of us having so much fun. No hard feelings, okay?
Hello, Marie. We are back safely. We're resting at home after unpacking. Well, it was a lot of fun. Bali is the best. My first trip abroad with my mom was also a great memory. You should go there someday too. Oh, maybe we can plan the postponed honeymoon to Bali, shall we? Marie? No reply? Hello? What are you sulking about? You should at least answer me. You're the one who fell down the stairs and got hospitalized. You can't just act like that.
Welcome back.
Oh, you finally replied.
Well, I'm going to the police.
What? Police? Why?
I found out that your mother pushed me down the stairs.
What?
When I was standing near the stairs, she came right behind me and pushed me. So, I'll go to the police and file a report.
Wait, let me talk to my mom.
Dear, what are you talking about? It's not true that I pushed you down the stairs. You just slipped and fell. I didn't do anything, honey. Besides, you don't even have any proof. Do you want to accuse your mother-in-law for something that happened because of your carelessness? I have proof. What? There was a CCTV camera on the stairs. It's all on the footage. Huh? But you can't just go to the police like that. You are overreacting, honey. Overreacting? Me? And you want your husband's mother to be a criminal? Oh my goodness. What a terrible wife.
Marie, is it all true?
I'm telling you, I have proof.
But Mom wouldn't do that. Mom is a kind person. I think you're mistaken. There's a chance that someone could have faked the CCTV, right? Is it really a reliable proof? Even if she really pushed you, she's my mom. She must have had a compelling reason. That's why I trust Mom. I'm on her side no matter what.
Fine. I'm still going to the police.
Why?
And I'm divorcing you.
What the hell?
Marie, it wasn't a serious injury at all, so you should just let it go. Oh, Lord, you overreact all the time. How dare you disrespect me? I am your husband's mother, and now you want to divorce him? Don't be ridiculous. You are just a wife. I am his mother.
Marie, because you went to the police, I paid compensation on behalf of Mom, and I divorced you. In the end, it cost all of my savings, and the company found out about it. Everyone stares at me, and I couldn't take it anymore. I quit my job. That's why I want to start over with you. Maybe people will look at me in a better way if we get back together, you know. Besides, I know you still love me. Do you know how kind I am to forgive you for making my mom a criminal and offering you to get back together still? You're the one for me. I know you feel the same way about me too. Can you give me a reply, Marie? Marie, I'm at your parents' house. Why is the house empty? Why is the house on sale? Where did you go, Marie?
I moved out.
What? You moved out?
I don't want anything to do with you anymore.
Where did you go? Tell me.
I won't tell you. I'm done with you.
Marie, let me tell you my feelings for you. I love you so much. I know you love me too, right? Your smile lights up my heart like the sun. When I'm with you, I'm so happy that time stands still. You are my destiny. I think it's a miracle that we met. When I think of you, my heart aches, but I know that means I love you. You are my everything. I can't live without you. When we got back together, I want my mom to live with us. I think she'd be happy. I want you to spoil me like my mom. Now, let's start all over again. From this day forward, let's talk again about our deep and everlasting love. Spread the wings of love toward our bright future. You, me, and Mom, as beautiful and pure as that Balinese sea. We will be happy.
Huh?
Did you read what I just wrote?
Ew, you're pathetic.
What do you mean by that? My mom helped me to write this love letter. Marie, are you still there?
Goodbye forever, Drake.
What? Marie?
I was wondering why Drake was trying so hard to get back together with me. Then, I found out that his mom was divorced by his father. Since Drake has quit his job, it seems that they targeted me as their next source of income. However, the other day, he found a picture of me online with a colleague during the company trip. For some reason, he mistakenly thought I was traveling with my new boyfriend. He stormed into the hotel and went on a rampage. At the end, he was dragged out by the security staff. He also destroyed the hotel's equipment and expensive ornaments, and he was charged with millions of dollars for the damage he caused. Now, he has to take care of his mom and pay for the compensation at the same time. Sadly, he has no choice but to spend his days in poverty. Hey, Hannah, can we talk about Halloween? Hey, Katie, Halloween? I know you just moved in, and I don't think you knew. We have a Halloween party every year with our neighbors. That sounds like fun. Right? So, we've decided to have it at your house this year. What? I've never heard about it. But it's been decided, okay? My child is only 7 months old, and it's difficult to invite you all to our house. Huh? What are you talking about? I told you it's already decided. Why are you being so rude? I don't want you to decide that without consulting me at the first place. Also, I won't be home that day because I have plans. Then, please cancel those plans. What? I can't do that. But Hannah, you have a yard for a party, right? Huh? You've got a big wooden deck and looks like it's suitable for barbecue. I have an idea. Let's have a Halloween party with barbecue this year. We don't have any barbecue equipment at our house. Well, then you can take this opportunity to get some. I'm glad you moved in. We'll have a place where we can all get together easily. No, I didn't say we can do that. Oh yeah, Halloween means candies, right? Make sure you have candies for the kids too. Hey, can you calm down? I'll have the kids say trick or treat at the door before noon on the day. Please welcome them with a barbecue full of meat and a pile of candies. I can't do that. I won't be home that day either. Hello, Hannah. I can't believe you pretend to be out. Did you really come to my house? Yeah, I told you. I said no, and I also said I wouldn't be home that day. I asked you to cancel your plans. I don't remember agreeing to it. I mean, Where are you? Come back soon. Oh, I don't have time for this. I have some errands to run, so I'll leave the kids at the door. In that case, I've asked all the neighbors to call the police. Huh? Why did you do that? Besides, even if we go back now, we can't arrive today. Why? I've been at my parents' house in Alaska since yesterday. Alaska? Are you serious? Yes, I am serious. Today is my father's birthday, and I wanted to show them their grandkid. So, I can't just cancel my plan. Well, you should have told me in advance. I told you I have plans. We just met once and only exchanged contacts when we were at a neighborhood association meeting. You can't expect me to take care of your naughty kids. What? I guess you thought we just moved here and didn't know anything about it. I've already heard about it from our neighbors. You told me about the annual Halloween party with other families, but it never happens. You want someone to take care of your kids for free, and you take advantage of anyone whom you just met. No, that's not true at all. Especially on Halloween or Christmas. You let your child dress up in a costume, and then you let them crash at a neighbor's house. Then you just leave your kids and force your neighbors to take care of them. In the worst case, you don't come back until the next day. Just let me explain first. My husband is away because of work. I need to raise these children alone. I deserve to receive some little help. I just had a first child. I just started to be a mother and still learning a lot of things. It's too much for me to take care of 2 kids from a family that I don't even know that much. It's just impossible. No, you need to help me. I've been turned down by other neighbors. You're the only one who can help me. My husband talked to your husband. What? He did? How do you know my husband's contact? My husband met your husband at a community event before. Apparently, they exchanged contact at that time. Oh, seriously? I don't know who or where you go every time you leave your kids, but your husband just arrived home and is on his way there. It seems he knows a lot of things already, you know? What? Well then, please take care of your children by yourself. Katie was famous for asking everybody to take care of her kids in the neighborhood. The reason why she needs to leave her kids was because she was cheating on her husband. Her husband already knew, but he had no solid proof at the time I contacted him. Some weeks later, the divorce was finalized and the custody of the children went to the husband. It is a sad story for the kids, but perhaps it was better than being raised by a selfish mother. Although Katie started living with her new partner, she's living on a tight budget because of the alimony payments. She broke up with him after several fights about money. After their breakup, she became a stalker to her ex-husband, demanding that her husband should get back together with her. She finally got a restraining order against him, and nobody knows where she is now.
Mom? I just got home from work and there's nobody here. Where did everyone go?
Oh my, you're home earlier than I thought.
It's maintenance day at the office, so I couldn't work late.
All right.
I'm gonna make dinner now, but...
Oh, there's no need.
Are you eating out today?
We're traveling abroad.
What?
It's a family trip for me, your father, and Sophia.
A family trip?
Your father's gone on a 2-month-long vacation. We have some extra income as well. So, we decided to take the plunge and go abroad. We're going to get on a plane now.
What about me?
What? You think you can come with us?
What?
You're going to ruin our fun trip if we take you with us. 'Cause you're sick all year round.
That's...
You're a pain in the ass, you know that?
I'm sorry.
Now, you stay home and behave yourself.
Yes, Mother.
And don't call me when we're on vacation, no matter what.
Oh, why not? What if there's an emergency or something?
There's no way there's gonna be an emergency relating to you. And if it's relating to something else, I'm sure our relatives will contact us. Anyway, I don't want to be reminded of your gloomy face and voice during a fun family vacation.
Okay.
Well, we're getting on the plane now. Don't skip church just because we're gone for 2 months. And of course, I won't tolerate any wasteful spending.
Yes, I understand.
Hey, Chloe. My friend said he saw your parents and your sister at the airport yesterday. Are you home alone now?
Oh, Ryan. Yes. My parents and my sister went abroad for a trip. It looks like a 2-month-long trip.
What's that? Why would they leave you behind for such a long trip?
You see, I've been sick a lot. I think it's too much trouble to take me on the trip when I'm sick all year round.
But that doesn't mean...
Either way, I have work to do. I can't take 2 months off work.
That's true, but I can't leave you alone.
Ryan, you're worried about me, aren't you? Thank you for always caring about someone like me.
Chloe, I told you before that you shouldn't say someone like me.
Oh, sorry. It's just a habit.
Yes, well, you've been abused by such a toxic family for more than 20 years since you were born. I know you can't suddenly make everything better. We'll have to work on a little bit of positive thinking.
Yes, I will. Thank you.
And also, you should go to the hospital.
What?
I mean, isn't now the good time to see a doctor when your family isn't home?
But my family told me not to waste money.
How is the cost of keeping yourself healthy a waste of money? I'll refer you to a doctor I know, because this is the number one thing I'd like to ask my future wife.
Wife?
I'm going to formally propose to you later in person.
Oh,
You don't want to marry me? It's true that I'm a man in a special position in the society, but...
No. If someone like me can be your wife... if I can be your wife...
Yes?
I would love to.
Yeah, I'd like that. Hey, Chloe. You've been slacking on your chores.
Oh, Mom? Oh, I see. It's been 2 months since then.
Don't play dumb. I don't know where you've been wandering around, but you must clean the whole house as soon as you get back. I never thought I'd be greeted with such a dusty home as soon as I got back from my fun-filled trip.
You know what, Mom? I left the house.
Huh?
I'm not coming back. So please do the cleaning yourself.
What are you talking about? You're a sick woman. How can you leave home?
Speaking of my sickness, I went to the hospital and had a checkup.
What? I told you not to waste money. You need to be saving money from those extra things.
Well, listen. I've always been sick. The doctor says it's because of house dust allergy.
House dust?
Come to think of it, it makes sense. I didn't get the sick in my own room, which I kept clean and tidy. I remember the worst times I was sick were after I cleaned Mom and Dad's room.
Excuse me? You say that as if we were the dirty ones.
Well, your room was very dusty. For although you forced me to clean the house, you didn't want me to in your room often. So, you only let me vacuum your room once every couple of weeks. No wonder I have allergic reactions to house dust.
If you have time to waste on such nonsense, get back home and clean up. Now that you know the cause of your health problem, you just have to take the necessary measures when you clean up.
I said I'm not coming back.
Huh?
My boyfriend proposed to me.
You had a boyfriend?
I'm going to marry him.
What?
He's very kind to me about my house dust allergy, and he made sure I was able to go to the hospital regularly. He's a really nice guy.
You decided such an important thing on your own without telling me?
You told me not to contact you while you're traveling, so I'm telling you now.
I don't care what your excuse is. What matter is that you're gonna get married before your little sister Sophia does. I won't allow you to do that.
Does Sophia have a partner?
There's no way that the pure, cute, studious, and respectable Sophia would make such a partner on her own. Your father and I are going to find her a rich man who can be her husband.
Then when would I be able to get married?
I don't care about your marriage. I'm sure the man you're going to marry won't be much a man either. After all, he chose you.
Don't speak ill of him. I've been excluded from my family my whole life, and he saved my life in so many ways. I don't deserve that kind of talk from you.
Huh?
No matter what you say, I'm getting married as planned.
Chloe? What is that sassy attitude? I will never allow you to get married. Hi, Chloe. Haven't talked to you lately. I tracked down the location of your wedding.
What?
Actually, I'm in the bride's waiting room right now.
What? I didn't invite you.
I used an invitation that was sent to a relative to break in.
A relative? What are you talking about?
You're shameless. Getting married while you're sick. I'm gonna ruin your wedding.
Mom? What are you doing? Hey, Mom!
This is the end of you. I cut up your wedding dress, so the wedding's off.
What? My wedding dress?
You're guilty of disrespecting Sophia.
Well,
Now you can't have a wedding, can you?
I'm already wearing my dress.
What?
I mean, the wedding just ended. I was just about to take off my dress.
Huh?
Where are you right now anyways?
The local wedding hall, where you're about to have your wedding.
My wedding was overseas.
Overseas?
We only invited my husband's relatives.
Then, this dress.
If it's a wedding at the local wedding hall, could it be... Isn't that Aunt Anna's friend's wedding?
What? Aunt Anna? You mean my sister?
Yes. Her friend is someone I know too. Aunt Anna met her in her hobby class. Aunt Anna told me she's invited to her wedding today.
What?
So, the invitation you were talking about earlier,
The invitation that was at my sister's house.
you said you used that invitation to get into the wedding hall, right?
Yeah.
Did you check the bride's name on the invitation? Then, the wedding dress that you ripped up, no way.
Because of you. My sister's friend charged me a lot. The wedding will be rescheduled for the next month, so they want me to pay them all by them. There's no way I can pay $50,000. You know what? It's confusing to have a wedding on the same day. And let me tell you, you are accountable for this because you're trying to get married before Sophia. Everything's your fault. You're to be blamed, so you pay the $50,000. Hey, what? What the hell are you doing to my wife? What? Who? Let me just say hello. I'm Chloe's husband. My name's Ryan Capone. Ryan Capone? Surely you know who I am. Of course. Oh no, how come you know Chloe? We were seniors and juniors in high school. I fell in love with her and asked her out. You're mafia, right? That's my great-grandfather's generation. He got out of the business. Now I'm just a regular guy in construction. You're not just a regular guy. This whole area is owned by the Capone family. Hey, you talk too much. Oh no, it's nothing. If you want, I can come and greet you in person if you like. No, it's enough to greet you over texts. I see. Well then, let's talk about something. Chloe wants to cut the ties with you guys. Yes, please. Do as you wish. Right. Thank you for being so understanding. Then from now on, stay away from Chloe, okay? Yes, I'll do as you say. One more thing. What is it? Chloe's little sister Sophia. Sophia? We'd like to take care of her too. What? By the way, she's here now. Why? I want to be with Chloe. Mom and Dad only think of me as their doll. Chloe was the only one in the family who treated me like a human being. I didn't want to go on a trip abroad because I was suddenly separated from Chloe. That's why I wanted to be with Chloe. That's what she said. Oh no. I heard that you are going to marry Sophia off to a 40-something rich man. What? A 23-year-old girl with a bright future? How did you know about that? Don't underestimate our intelligence network. Sophia was not just good-looking, but she used to be called a child prodigy, right? That's the kind of woman that the rich man wants as a wife. And I hear he wants to get his hands on her at all costs. Yes. That's why he said he'd love to have her for his wife. But that guy used to be Sophia's stalker. But he loves Sophia. Sophia was crying out for help and came to us, you know. We can't just let her go home. Please wait. Please don't take Sophia from us. What should we do if she's gone? You promised to this 40-something rich man that you'll give him Sophia. In return, the guy would provide financial support after your retirement, right? What? And maybe... Are you thinking of asking this guy for help on paying the $50,000 for destroying the wedding? No. On some months ago, you went on an overseas trip. You told Chloe that her father took a 2-month-long vacation. But the truth of the matter is, her dad quit his job because he could now depend on the rich man's financial support. And went on a 2-month trip abroad and used up his severance pay, didn't you? That's... You son of a bitch. Oh no. Well then, I'm going to have to cut you off from Sophia too. No contact at all from now on. You don't have a problem with that, do you? No, sir. Well, thank you very much for your kind reply. Thank you for being so understanding. Well, I better get going. Yes, you don't have to worry about your daughter at all. You can rest assured. You'll be working hard to pay off your debts and acquire funds for your retirement.
My parents doted on my younger sister, but in fact, my sister and I were not on bad terms with each other, as we helped each other. And as for the toxic parents, who lost 2 daughters at once, a 40-something rich man demanded a refund of the $100,000 he had given them in advance, saying, "That's not what you promised." The parents had already spent the money, so they're going to pay it back as a debt. Since there's also the $50,000 that was charged for ruining the wedding, their total debt is $150,000. They sold their house, but the house wasn't worth much. It looks like it'll be a long road until they're free from all of this. As a result, my sister and I are now enjoying our new life with a great sense of liberation. I am truly grateful to Ryan for leading us to this present moment.
Shelley, how have you been? It's me.
Oh, hi, Mom. I knew you'd message me.
Oh dear, you were waiting for my message. I know you, Shelley. A child always misses their mother, no matter how old they get.
Except for a mother like you.
Huh?
I heard you were at a pub where I went with my colleagues.
Yes, honey. I wanted to talk to you, so I followed you to the pub.
When I went to the restroom, you approached my colleagues and you carefully told them that you're my long-gone mom. I guess everybody believed you. I heard that you also got my number from them. And then you just left before I returned to the table. When my colleague told me what happened, I denied everything you said, and I confronted them for giving you my number without my permission. You said that you haven't been allowed to see your daughter ever since your husband cheated on you and took everything away. What kind of joke is that? You're the one who left me for a man and got divorced.
But honey, isn't it true that I am your long-gone mom? I haven't seen you in over 20 years.
If you can recognize the face that you haven't seen in over 20 years, you must have been sniffing around me for a while.
Sniffing around? How could you say like that? It's more like I was worrying about my own daughter for a while.
Wow, you sold our house to pay for the cost to elope. And you made my life miserable when I was 6 years old. Don't try to make it sound like you've never done that.
Oh, you knew about that too.
Yeah, someone told me.
Okay, whatever.
So, what do you want? Why were you sniffing around and tricking my colleagues to get my contact?
Oh well, let me get straight to the point. I have a favor to ask.
A favor?
Yes, I heard you got married. And guess what? Your husband is a lawyer. I guess it's better than marrying a police officer.
It's none of your business who I got married to.
Well, if you're just an ordinary woman, there'll be no problem, but...
Huh? What are you trying to say?
Your father is a criminal, and you decided to marry a lawyer?
What?
Oh God, you didn't know? Well, I guess you were too young to remember. It happened when you were 5 years old. When I told him about the divorce, after he got caught involving embezzlement, you didn't even know the word embezzlement. So, I didn't want to waste my time explaining. I didn't say anything else after that. But the fact that your father is a criminal doesn't change. And now, look at you. You got married to a lawyer. Looks like you have deceived him.
What are you talking about?
Well, I can understand why you don't want to admit the truth. I didn't want to be a criminal's wife either. That's why I divorced your father.
Dad is a criminal? What are you talking about? The embezzlement case was cleared up.
Even if it's cleared up, it doesn't change the fact that he has a criminal record.
There's no criminal record.
Yeah, whatever. I know you want to think that way, but you can't turn your back on reality. I'm divorced, so I'm not married to a criminal anymore. But you're his daughter. So, I have good offer for you. If you don't want your husband to find out about it, give me a $5 million house.
A $5 million house?
Do you know the luxury residential area near the coast? There's a house for sale for $5 million. And it's my dream house. Please get it for me. If you did, I won't tell anyone that your father's criminal.
Why do I have to waste my money on that stupid offer?
What?
You should do some investigation first, before you came to me with the nonsense. Bye. Hey Ryan, do you have a minute?
Hey Shelly. Sure. I'm taking a break now. What's up?
There's something I want to talk about tonight, but I want to apologize first.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. But a crazy thing happened.
Crazy thing?
Well, actually, I got a call from my mother.
What? Your mom?
Yes.
Why? You haven't heard from her in years.
Yes, but she showed up at a pub where I was drinking with my colleagues.
What?
When I went to the restroom, she talked to my colleagues and told them some stupid lies to get my contact.
That's terrible.
And just now, I got a message from her. All her messages are crazy.
Really? Like what?
At first, she told me that my father is a criminal for committing embezzlement.
What? But I thought that the case was settled a long time ago.
That's what I said. My mother divorced and ran away from my father right in the middle of the embezzlement case. I think she didn't find out what happened after that.
I see. So, did she say anything to you?
That's the thing. She knows I married a lawyer.
What? About a marriage?
She demanded a $5 million house in exchange for not revealing about my father to you.
What the hell? That's crazy. That's totally blackmail.
I'm glad to hear that we have the same opinion.
And a $5 million house.
Yeah, she said the house is located in the luxury residential area near the coast.
That's one of the nicest places in town.
There's no reason for us to be threatened. But we can't just let it go, you know?
Of course, this is unacceptable.
I'm sorry, but can I leave the rest to you?
Sure, let's talk about it again when I get back. But I can tell just from what I've heard that she's out of her mind. But I think we need to use full force of the law to get her off your back.
I appreciate your help, Ryan.
By the way, have you talked to your dad yet?
Not yet. He was working late with an overseas client, so he's sleeping now.
I see. Well, when he wakes up, you should tell him about the situation. I think I can be home by 7 or so. Let's talk about the plan with the 3 of us.
Sure. Thank you for your help.
Shelley, any update on the $5 million house?
I told you, it's a waste of money for a stupid offer.
Stupid offer? I'm serious, Shelley.
I mean, why the $5 million house? I think your demand is too specific.
I was thinking about the house for me and my boyfriend to live.
What? Do you have a boyfriend?
Yes. I keep dreaming about an elegant life with my boyfriend. The house would be perfect for us. Big yard, swimming pool, jacuzzi, and sauna. Oh, I'm so happy just thinking about it.
I'm not obligated to make your dreams come true.
Oh, Lord, here we go again. If you don't want your husband to find out about your criminal father, give me a $5 million house. Your father is an ambassador.
That father is living with us now.
What?
Well, I'm glad you contacted me. My husband wants to talk to you. Just give me a minute.
Huh? Your husband? Hello, I'm Ryan, Sherry's husband. Please excuse me for messaging you using Sherry's account. You're Sherry's mother, right? Are you Sherry's husband? The lawyer? Yes, I'm a lawyer. Oh, really? I know what you're doing. It's still you, Shelly. Stop pretending to be your husband. Okay then. Can I get your contact info and send you a message from my account? Fine, but I know you're just making fun of me. Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? I'm Ryan, Sherry's husband. So, it was true. Normally, I wouldn't proceed with things through texts. But as Sherry's husband, who's well versed in the law, I'd like to talk to you. Oh, okay. What you did to Sherry is unforgivable to me. What are you saying? It's just a small favor from her precious mother. Just give me $5 million. This is not a favor, but a clear threat. You said give me a $5 million house, or I'll expose your father's criminal record. Dear, I don't know what Sherry told you, but it is a fact that her father is a criminal. He committed embezzlement. He's an ex-convict. You're wrong about that. No, I'm not. That's why I divorced him. I don't know what happened after that, but it doesn't change the fact that he has a criminal record. No, Sherry's father was innocent. In fact, he was the one trying to expose the embezzlement. Huh? He fell into the trap of the real culprit and was almost framed. The investigation proved that he wasn't guilty. What? It was my father told me this story. My father is also a lawyer who was in charge of defending Sherry's father at the time. I heard about all his efforts to prove that he wasn't guilty when I was engaged to Shelly. Is that true? Yes, it is. In short, your ex-husband did not get a criminal record, and he's now living with us. No way! Then the $5 million house... I don't think that's the only thing to worry about. Huh? About 20 years ago, you abandoned Sherry when she was still a little girl and ran away. And you sold off the land and house you inherited from your parents to finance your elopement with a man. Did you know that Sherry was raised in foster care until she graduated from high school? What? In foster care? She didn't meet her father again until she became an adult. What's even more unforgivable is that, after more than 20 years with no communication, you suddenly showed up with crazy demands. On top of that, you even tried to blackmail Shelly. But Shelly has suffered because of you. I love Shelly, and I respect her father, the man who is not a criminal. That's why I can't forgive you. You have no right to be involved in our family. I'm declaring to you now that I will take legal action. What? You have committed crimes such as threats and defamation. Do you understand that this is a serious crime? But, you don't even know where I am. I know where you are. What? I told you, I'm a lawyer. I have contacts at the credit bureau. You ain't that, and you're living with a toxic boyfriend. With this situation, you can't escape even if you wanted to, am I right? We'll have to file a claim for alimony and damages. Please don't. And I warn you not to go near Shelly ever again. Please be prepared.
Right after that, I took a big deep breath. Apparently, it was harder than I thought it would be. My mother and her toxic boyfriend panicked after she was actually sued and charged. But it seems that everything was my mother's plan alone. The toxic boyfriend abandoned my mother and fled, saying he didn't know anything about what she did. After all that happened, my mother was convinced of a lot of other crimes. She got arrested and went to jail right after that. I know she will come out sooner or later. Thanks to my husband's support, he made sure that my mother will never show her face in front of me. I imagine my mother was entering her old age by the time she got out of jail. I have a feeling that she will not be able to find a peace until the end of her life. I'm living by myself after I moved out of my parents' house. The other day, I was planning to go back to my parents' house to clean the stuff that I left in my old room so that they could use the room for my nephew. Then I received an unbelievable message from my sister-in-law who lives with my parents.
Hey, Kelly, can we talk about your old room?
Hey, yeah, I heard that you wanted to use the room for Eric. I'm planning to go there soon, so I'll clean up my room then.
Oh, I just wanted to let you know that you don't need to do that.
But I have a lot of important stuff there, and I think I need to organize them by myself.
I got rid of them already, so you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Huh? What do you mean?
It was just a lot of stuff, and I thought you can't bring all of them with you, you know? So I just threw all of them.
You threw away my stuff? But how did you get into my room without a key? I'm pretty sure that only my brother has that key.
When Jason was out, I had a spare key made.
Are you serious?
It'll be Eric's room anyway. Besides, you're already old enough for that stuff. I think it was better this way. I haven't touched the bookshelf because there were some books that I wanted to read too.
Oh, you didn't throw those away.
Yeah, but all the nerdy stuff you had, I think it was time to get rid of them, you know?
Faye, I just wanted to clear this out. What specific kind of stuff did you throw away in my room?
Like some kind of robot plastic model. I didn't know about that stuff because the room is usually locked. I was really surprised that you and Jason had the same hobby.
No, we don't. The stuff that you threw was my brother's.
What?
The only stuff that I left was my books and games on my bookshelf. I've never bought any plastic models.
Huh? What do you mean?
It's just my guess, but maybe after Eric learned how to walk, he temporarily put them in my room and made sure that Eric will not touch them.
Oh my, so it was really his stuff.
I think you should tell my brother about it right now.
He's in New York on a business trip right now, so I guess I'll tell him when he gets back.
I don't think it's a good idea to wait that long.
Even if I tell him sooner or later, it doesn't change the fact that I threw them away. Well, Jason is 30 years old. He was too old for the stuff, you know.
Here we go again. Well, good luck with that.
Whatever.
My brother and I have always been nerds, but my sister-in-law is not really into such things. I guess she doesn't understand the value of the stuff that she threw away. She still thinks it wasn't a big deal, and seems like she has no plan to tell my brother about it. So I messaged my brother first. And here's a conversation between my brother and his wife that I was shown later.
Hey, is it true that you threw away my plastic models? Huh? Kelly told you. Why? Actually, I thought it was Kelly's. Then, when I told her that I threw it away, she told me it was yours. Haha, there's nothing to laugh about. Well, I think it was better this way, you know. You're too old for that stuff, and you need to say goodbye to your nerdy hobbies. I told you I was working it! Oh, really? I had more than 200 plastic models before. That many? But after we got married, I gave them away or sold them. I only had 50 of them at one time. After when Eric was born, I only had 30 of them. Wow, it must be so hard to get rid of them that many. Good job, honey. The remaining 30 pieces I put in Kelly's room. I wanted to keep only 3 from them, and the rest was supposed to go to my friends. I can't believe you threw them away. What you gonna do about it? What do you mean? It's all gone now. Just move on, honey. I mean, come on. You're a father now. So, for goodness sake, stop it. I haven't bought anything since we got married. Oh, really? I'm still keeping my promise to you when we got engaged. Did you forget? Then what did I get? Nothing. I put all the money I earned from selling my stuff into a bank account. Huh? Well, it seems like you used it for buying your favorite branded bags and clothes. For me, I have an emotional attachment to the plastic models, just like the way you love your branded stuff. Hello? Your stuff is just garbage. But my bags and clothes, I use them almost every day. Instead of wasting money on the garbage, it's better this way. Oh yeah? You have no idea what I was going through when I gave up my stuff. Oh my gosh, stop being dramatic, honey. I can't take this anymore. Let's get a divorce. What? I'm not trying to force you to understand me. I don't understand anything. I just called your dad. He's gonna pick you up soon. So pack your stuff. Hey, what are you talking about all of a sudden? There's no way my dad would agree to this. For the stupid small fight over plastic garbage. Your dad told me the reason your parents divorced. Your mother threw away your father's precious collection without permission. He apologized to me on the phone, saying he understood how I felt. Oh no. Also, I'll get custody of Eric. What? Why? If I don't do this, even his precious things might be treated like trash in the future. I won't do that. I don't trust you. I've asked my parents to take care of Eric while I'm away on business. Just get the hell out of here. We'll talk about the rest through our lawyers. I can't bring back what's been thrown away. You're pathetic. Let's think more about the future, honey. How about let's get matching branded stuff together? Wouldn't that be a great new hobby for us?
My brother took 6 months to get a divorce because of his stubborn wife. The plastic model that was thrown away was reimbursed as much as possible though. His ex-wife is still not convinced, and she keeps complaining about what happened to people around her. She really is a type who never learns her lesson. My brother took custody of Eric in recognition of his child-rearing environment and financial resources. He's working on raising Eric with the help of my parents. After what happened, it made me realize that my partner's values should be valued in the same way.
Sophie, what on earth are you doing?
What's wrong?
You've been slacking up on cleaning again. There's dust all over the house. You don't know anything about being a wife.
Oh, Ruth again. I know I've told you before, but if possible, please let me know ahead of time when you're coming. And please refrain from coming when my husband and I are not at home. I don't like guests coming into my home when nobody's there. Whether it's my mother-in-law or not, my husband agrees to.
What are you talking about? There's no way Tommy would say such a thing. I'm not Tommy's mother. Why would a mother need permission to come to her son's house? Besides, this is also unannounced inspections to make sure his wife is doing her job properly. You fail every time, and you're not being a good wife.
Unannounced inspections? I've been married for 3 years, and you still don't trust me?
Of course not. In the first place, I was against a messy person like you becoming his wife. But since Tommy insisted, I gave him permission. So at the very least, I should monitor his wife closely to make sure that she doesn't do anything improper. That's my role as a mother, isn't it?
I see.
So, what in the world is this dirty house? Do you clean it every day? It's a dump. I felt nauseous the moment I entered this house.
Nausea? Isn't that a bit dramatic? I clean the house every day. I take out the trash, I sweep the rooms every morning, and ventilate them. I clean the bathroom and toilet every day.
You're lying. There's something dusty about the place. There's still dust in the corners of the bathroom. You're so lax at cleaning. What if Tommy gets cancer from breathing the dirty air?
Oh dear, sorry about that.
What are those things in the fridge too? All those tasteless-looking frozen foods. I almost had a stroke from shocking when I saw them. What kind of food are you making for Tommy to eat? I told you before, meals are to be homemade. Don't you dare cut corners when you're his wife. What will you do if Tommy gets sick? Would you take responsibility for that?
I don't remember buying frozen food. Are you talking about the pre-made meals? I mean the meals that I put in Tupperware or Ziplocs and freeze. They are the homemade, not frozen.
Don't talk back to me. If you're a wife, you should feed your husband freshly prepared hot food. Cutting corners by making leftovers or frozen food is outrageous. Make at least 5 hot dishes for every meal every day. You can do it for Tommy. You're not a good wife if you don't do what's expected of you and just talk back to me.
That's absurd. Those meals are homemade with nutritional balance in mind. So anything that's frozen is considered frozen food? We both work and came home later than him. That's impossible.
If you really love Tom, you can do it. Anyway, I've thrown away all those frozen foods, okay?
You what? You threw those out? All the meals for a week?
Yes, all of it. Starting today, you'd better start cooking properly. I won't forgive you if you cut corners.
Oh no, I made all the food. And I'm trying to cut back on food expenses.
Speaking of throwing things out, what's with your clothes? What's with those fancy clothes too?
What fancy clothes? You complained before, so I don't buy that many clothes these days.
You have pink clothes. Those clothes are only until elementary school. Are you not ashamed? Wearing such things when you're an adult.
Buy pink clothes? Do you mean the long pale pink skirt? Wait a minute. Did you go through my closet again? Please stop it already. I really don't like it.
You're the daughter-in-law. How dare you talk to me like that? Don't you know I'm giving you advice so you won't be humiliated? I threw away that dress and all your other fancy clothes. Be more frugal and live a life that doesn't embarrass you as a wife. Don't be extravagant with the Tommy earns.
Oh no, I think you have crossed the line.
I'll be back tomorrow for another inspection.
Tom, I'm at my wit's end. Your mother came to our house again unannounced. And she threw away today's dinner and my clothes.
Really? She came again? Mom never gets tired of it.
What are you talking about? That's not funny. Ever since she moved into the neighborhood, she's been here almost every day. She talks about unannounced inspections, frugality. She just wants to pick on me who's your wife. The amount of food and clothes she throws away costs extra money, and it's not easy to deal with her. If she keeps this up, we're gonna go to bankrupt.
Well, don't take it so seriously. She'll get tired of it. She's just excited to be closer to her son and his wife. Why don't you just ignore her?
You can't say that because she hasn't gotten rid of your stuff. I can't wait until your mother gets tired of it. Please tell her not to come and take away the duplicate key you made without my permission. Otherwise, I won't be able to take it much longer.
I don't know what to say. She won't listen to me. I don't even know what's going on. Why don't you tell her by yourself? Why don't you work it out together, since both of you are women?
If I complain, she'll come at me twice as much as she does now. Why can't you understand that? You're her son. Do something about it.
What are you so angry about? You've been too tense lately, Sophie. Calm down and do what Mother says for a while.
I told you, I don't want to do that.
Okay. I'll talk to her soon. I just got called by my boss. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Hey, Tom.
What? I'm still at work right now.
I just have a few questions. It won't take long. Depends on your response.
What? Don't waste time, just say it.
Your mom broke into our house again.
What? You're talking about that again? I told you to just ignore her.
I'm not complaining about the break-in this time. Your mom searched our house again without permission and found something interesting. She found it in the cardboard box in your room.
Oh, my room?
Yes, fancy women's underwear and clothes. And some brand-name cosmetics.
What?
Isn't that funny? I was surprised too. Your mom throws away all my clothes and cosmetics these days. I only buy cheap plain clothes and the bare minimum of cosmetics. So, why do we have all the stuff in our house? And I wonder why they came from your room. And they're in the cardboard boxes, quietly hidden away. Come on, what's going on? Explain it to me.
Well, it's...
I hope you're not cheating on me, are you?
No, I'm not. Those are all mine.
Yours?
Yeah, I never told you this before because I was afraid you'd freak out. I like to dress up as a woman. They're all for me to wear. And I'm sorry that I misled you and that I've been keeping this as a secret to you.
Oh, so they're yours? All this underwear, clothes, cosmetics? It's all yours, is it?
That's right. I bought them all for myself, for my own use. So, it's not like I'm cheating on you or anything.
Try them on then.
Huh?
If you say these are all yours, then you can wear them. If you want to prove your innocence, come home right now and try them all on. You usually only wear men's size L. If you can wear this women's XS size, then you need to show me.
No, I mean, I'm still at work, so...
Oh yeah? Work is more important than the threat of divorce. Well, if you say so, okay then. I'm going home to my parents. I guess the next time I see you will be at the divorce settlement.
What? Divorce?
Instead of reprimanding my annoying mother-in-law who abuses me, you actively invite her into our house and help her abuse. I don't want a man who could cheat on me after all.
No, wait a minute, Sophie. I'm sorry. I'm leaving right now. Let me explain. It was just a mistake. It won't happen again. I apologize. And I'll never let my mom in the house again.
It's too late for that now. Goodbye.
Sophie, what are you doing?
What is it this time, Ruth? Did you come to my house again?
What are these despicable clothes? They're filthy. Of all places, you would hide something like this in Tommy's room.
Despicable clothes? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb with me. A skirt so short that people would almost be able to see your underwear. Or the red gaudy underwear. Or the expensive brand name cosmetics. When I was cleaning Tommy's room, I found them hidden in a cardboard box. What in the world are you thinking? You're a married woman with clothes like a prostitute. I can't believe it.
Huh? What's that? Red underwear?
You must be taking advantage of his kindness by cheating on him. What a dirty wife you are. Move out of here. Don't ever come near Tommy again.
Ruth, I don't have any clothes like that.
Are you sure?
I really don't know. We don't go into each other's rooms. I didn't hide them. I have no idea. I just found out about it now. You found it in Tommy's cardboard box, didn't you?
What?
Ruth, please don't touch anything. And just go home for now. If you take anything, I'll report you to the police. I'm coming home now. Ruth, I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help today. I just finished discussing with Tom at my parents' house.
Yes, Sophie, may I ask you something? What do you mean by discussing?
About Tom's affair, of course. Tom has been cheating on me for the past 6 months.
Huh? He was really having an affair? You're not lying, are you?
You found the things that the other woman left behind in Tom's car and at the hotel. Good job. I didn't bother a lot by your interfering up to now. But this time, it really paid off. Thank you very much, Ruth.
Oh well, Sophie.
I'll return your son to you. I'll also demand alimony.
Hey, just a moment. Return means divorce?
Of course. I'm also gonna bill you for all my clothes and food that you've thrown away. I've kept a record of everything that was thrown away. So, I'm gonna charge you for every single thing.
Wait, Sophie. Don't be hasty. Think again. You've only been married for 3 years. Divorce for a single affair is too harsh.
80% of all divorces are caused by their mother-in-law trespassing and picking on the wife. I asked you to stop a million times. Every time you threw away my personal belongings and meal I'd made, Tom acted like it was just someone else's problem and didn't deal with it at all. I've reached a breaking point. Cheating was like the last trigger. There was a great parent-child partnership.
Wait a minute. It's my fault. But I was just doing it for Tom's sake.
Don't argue with me. You said it was for Tom's sake, but you just didn't like me, did you? It's good, isn't it? You won't have a sloppy woman as your son's wife.
I didn't mean it that way. I can't believe I made Tom get divorced.
It's too late to regret it now, Ruth. It's impossible to fix a relationship now. That's why I sent Tom off to your house just now. Please take care of him there. Goodbye.
Wait a minute, Sophie. I'm sorry for everything that's happened. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. It won't happen again.
Tom said the same thing. That's what I'd expect from a scam parent and child deal. But no thanks. I will never forgive you, either of you. I'll contact you when I've hired a lawyer. Goodbye, mother-in-law. No, I mean ex-mother-in-law. After that, I hired a lawyer and demanded a divorce from Tom. I demanded $20,000 in alimony, including compensation for my personal belongings that my mother-in-law had thrown away. Of course, I also hired a professional investigator to find out who he was having an affair with and demanded compensation from her as well. At the divorce settlement, Tom and my mother-in-law got down on their knees and they cried as they told me not to go through the divorce. I refused, saying that there's nothing they can do to fix the problem. They gave in to all my demands, and the divorce was finalized. Now, Tom is staying at his mother's apartment. He blames my ex-mother-in-law for the divorce, and they seem to be on bad terms. I moved out of my old house and moved into a slightly more expensive apartment. It's a high-security place that no one can break into anymore. Martha, do you have a moment now? I have something I want to talk to you about.
Oh, Hope. Of course. What do you want?
Actually, I'm pregnant.
Oh, you're pregnant.
Yes, I am. I haven't been feeling well lately. I didn't get my period, so I went to the hospital today and found out that I'm pregnant.
I see.
You seem very indifferent. Sin told me to talk to you about it, so I told you, but you don't seem that interested.
Well, I'm certainly not that interested in you, but there was something I wanted to talk to you about, so it's good timing.
About what?
It's about a child.
About a child?
Yes. You know, Kyle had a baby a while ago.
Kyle? You mean Sin's younger brother? Of course I know that. What about it?
Hope, you know, I want to love my grandchildren equally.
I think that's fine. But what does that have to do with my pregnancy?
Don't you understand? You're so slow. Why don't you use your brain a little?
I don't like it when you say things like that out of the blue. I can't think of any connection between your grandchild and my pregnancy.
I see. Well, you're just the kind of a woman. I know you really are pathetic.
Anyway, could you please hurry up and tell me what you want to say?
Okay then. Then I'll say it in a way that even you, who are not very perceptive, can understand.
You don't have to be mean every single sentence.
Oh my god, you're not a very cute wife. Why did Sin choose a woman like you? He's a lovely son, but I just don't understand this.
That's enough about me. If you won't talk, can we just call it a night? I'm busy too.
Wyatt, the point is, I, for one, would like to have plenty of time to cherish my newborn first grandchild for a while now.
Huh?
But you know, I don't need another grandchild born at such a time. Do you know why?
Why?
You must be really slow not to understand after I've been so clear. If you have two grandchildren of the same age, you would naturally favor the first one, wouldn't you?
That's different for everyone, isn't it?
I'm not talking about everyone. I'm talking about me. But if you do, you feel sorry for the child who was born later, don't you?
Then, why aren't you careful about that?
I told you, it's natural.
Well, then just be conscious and try not to use favorism.
I've already said. I'll say it again. I don't want to hear you talk back.
I'm not talking back. I don't understand what you're saying. So, what can I do?
That's it. I'll be frank with you. Hope, give up your child.
What? Of course you don't want me to do that. Why would you say that?
I told you in the beginning, I want to love my grandchildren equally. But if you have a baby now, that won't be possible.
That's up to you, isn't it?
So, I want to have another grandchild when the first grandchild has grown up. You need to have the baby at the right time. Do you understand?
I absolutely do not.
I was gonna tell Sin and you that I wasn't ready for kids. I didn't expect a pregnancy report at such a time. You're so dumb. You can't even discern the right time. Anyway, that's the situation. So will you do it for me?
Of course it's impossible. You're thinking only of yourself. Do you think I would agree? I don't care about your selfishness. There is no way I will let a life go just because of how you feel.
What's with your cocky attitude? Sin agreed with me right away.
What? He did? No, that was before he knew I was pregnant, right? If that's the case, in the first place, why didn't he use contraception?
It was just bad timing. There's nothing wrong with Sin. It's you who's at fault. Also, I just got a call from him. He said he respects his mother's wishes. I mean, he's okay with this. Understand?
Did Sin really say that?
Yes, he did. He really is a good boy who listens to me earnestly, isn't he? Unlike you, he's smart.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess it can't be helped considering everything that has happened in the past.
So, of course you'll do me the favor, won't you? Since the husband says so, it's only natural for his wife to do what he says, right?
Of course. I refuse.
Huh?
I said I refuse.
Since Sin is agreeable, you should obediently give it up. Don't put your personal feelings first.
I'm the baby's mother. I think that should be take precedence over your feelings. I won't accept your request or give up my child's life.
Oh, is that so? Then get a divorce already. That's the best thing you can do. If you and your husband don't see eye to eye, then so be it. That child in your belly isn't his anyway, is it? I don't need a slow and shameless daughter-in-law anymore.
I see. Then I'm divorcing him. I'll continue this discussion with Sin. Goodbye.
Hope, it's been a while. Has it been 5 years already? I need to talk to you.
Who's this?
Huh? Isn't it a little rude to come out of nowhere? Don't tell me you've forgotten your mother-in-law.
Oh, I remember. It's been 5 years, and I haven't had anything to do with you. You just come out of nowhere. What do you want?
Anyway, you had a baby, right? Boy or girl? Tell me.
Why are you asking me that now? It's the child that caused my divorce, isn't it?
Well, I was out of line then too. I feel bad for you. I'm sorry. No matter what the circumstances were, the child is still Sin's, right?
You change your attitude so conveniently. It's a boy.
Oh, it's a boy. Wonderful. I bet he's adorable, just like Sin.
What are you trying to say? Get to the point.
Actually, Sin remarried 3 years ago. She's a nice young lady from a good family. Unlike you, she's a good match for him, don't you think?
I see.
But you know what? She's infertile, so she can't have kids at all.
I see.
That's why we'd like to adopt your child. Of course, we'll pay you the appropriate gratuity. Our daughter-in-law's family is with us on this, so you can count on us.
No way.
Think about it.
There's nothing to think about. Why should I give my son to you guys? It's unthinkable.
He's still Sin's son after all. I'm sure he'll grow up to be a better man if we raise him at our house and you raise him as a single mom. We have money. We can give him a good education, feed him good food, and take care of him. If you think about your child's happiness, you know what you do, don't you?
Yes, I do. Thinking about my son's happiness, I would never give him to you.
Hope? So you don't understand what I'm saying?
How can I entrust my precious son to people who thoughtlessly try to throw away the life of a newly conceived child? Even if they were the family of billionaires, I don't think he could be happy in such a family.
No one can know what will happen before the birth of their child. Now he was born, he'll be loved well by us. And that should make him happy.
It's a concept that makes no sense. But then, knowing what you really are, I wouldn't give my son to you. I mean, what happened to your first grandson, the one you were so attached to? Isn't it too greedy of you to want my son while you have that child?
Kyle's ex-wife disappears with their child. Wives are such vicious creatures in the end.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, it's none of my business.
Hope, you shouldn't make me angry.
What happens if I make you angry? I don't want anything to do with you folks. And I don't want to give you my son either. If you want to be as angry as you like. I will never give you my son.
Stop messing around and just give me the kid. If you're gonna argue with me, there's something I can do.
Oh, really? Although I'm curious what that is, let me correct one thing.
What?
I'm not single anymore because I remarried. My current husband loves my son, as if he were his own child. That's another reason I can't give him away.
So, what's the matter with you? You think you're happy? Whether you're remarried or not doesn't interest me one bit.
Even if the person is Sin's boss?
Huh?
I found out after I got married. He said there was an employee whose mother has been causing a lot of trouble or whatever.
No way.
If things continue as they are, Sin, who already has a bad reputation, might go into more trouble. I have no control over it.
It's not fair of you to try to use their power.
Oh, really? It's a matter of psychological evaluation. So for now, it's just a matter of looking at him a little harder. As long as you don't do anything, he'll be fine, I'm sure.
That's so low. Don't be silly. If Sin gets in trouble, I'm gonna sue you.
Then back off, so there won't be any trouble. I guess we are done here, right? Goodbye, and I hope I won't have to deal with you again.
All right. As long as I give up, nothing will happen, right?
My ex-mother-in-law seemed to back down quietly, but she really wasn't ready to give up. After that, she tried to kidnap my son. Could it be that this is what she was talking about? If so, that was extremely stupid. The kidnapping ended in an attempt, and my ex-husband, who carried it out with my ex-mother-in-law, was arrested. I couldn't even feel sorry for him, but it's not about his reputation at the company anymore. In any case, I'm very happy that my son is safe, and those crazy people are gone. Hugh. I can't believe you went to work without eating breakfast again. It's gonna be tough during the day. And aren't you gonna feel sick?
You know what? I've told you many times. I eat out because your cooking's bad. I'm gonna get sick if I eat such bad food.
Oh,
Damn it. You should learn from my mom's cooking skills.
I know your mother is a good cook. I used to cook for myself all the time before I got married. I even took cooking classes. I usually follow the recipe if it's my first time cooking. I don't think I'm as bad as you say I am.
That's the problem with the overconfidence of the bad cook.
You're so mean. You don't have to say that much.
Think of the stress when I'm forced to eat bad food.
I'm telling you, it's not that bad, you know.
Okay. Don't complain to me until you've satisfied my taste buds.
Give me a break.
Good evening, Nancy. Do you have time right now?
Good evening, Greta. Are you gonna talk about Hugh?
Yes, he texted me on my lunch break and said it was a weekend and he was going to my home to eat my food. He just had dinner and is taking a bath now. It's like he's going to stay until Monday morning. Did something happen?
Well,
I asked him about it, but he said nothing. But it's strange, right? If you have anything, feel free to tell me, okay? I'd like to make a proper judgment as to whether you or Hugh is a problem.
thank you. The thing is, Hugh suddenly started calling me a BC wife.
BC? Short for bad cook?
Yes,
Does that mean Hugh is saying your food isn't good?
yes.
I think your cooking is delicious without flattering.
Really? Thank you very much.
You go to the cooking class and are studying about food, right? Of course your cooking must be good. I wonder what Hugh's thinking.
I don't know what he's thinking either.
Hey Nancy, I have a suggestion. If it comes to this, why don't we try to find out what he's thinking?
Try to find out?
We have to see what the airhead is thinking. You don't need to be patient about him calling you BC wife.
Airhead?
I'll visit you tomorrow and talk about the details then.
Sure, fine.
Hey Nancy, have you gotten over being a BC?
What? All you do is badmouth after coming home so late? Did you have dinner with your parents this weekend?
Yeah, I couldn't stand bad food, so I had to escape to Mom's place. Her food is delicious as always. I hope you learn to cook as much as Mom does. At least I can eat without leaving any leftovers.
It was that good, huh? What did Greta make?
Something that you, BC wife, could never make. Especially roast beef and gravy. The sandwich and mac and cheese for lunch were also delicious.
I see.
What's with the reaction?
Nothing.
Hey, don't get bent out of shape while putting your bad cooking on hold. You, twisted nature kid, are not in the position to say that. Such an airhead. What? Airhead? What the? Huh? No, wait, Mom? That's right. What? Why? Why are you here? I came here to check on you because you keep telling Nancy's cooking is bad. You need to straighten yourself up. Well, because it's really bad. Why can't I say it's bad when it's really bad? Really? Huh? What? Why are you glaring at me? I've heard that you said Nancy's cooking was good just right now, you know. Huh? When did I say that? Roast beef and gravy that you ate, and sandwich and mac and cheese for lunch. All of those were made by Nancy. I didn't touch a finger on it, or gave her any suggestions. Seriously? The point is, it's not about the taste, right? What I make tastes good. What Nancy makes is bad. That's how you made up your mind and kept saying to us, no, I mean, what's wrong with you? You should be the first one to praise your wife's cooking. Are you trying to one-up her? What a damn airhead. Apologize to Nancy right now. What? What? Don't get so worked up. You used to be called a bad cook by Dad, didn't you? I was just trying to be a dominant husband. I just followed Dad's example. What's wrong with that? You idiot! What the hell? I used to be a terrible cook, you know. Huh? Were you? Really? I asked your dad for his honest opinion, not to wear his teeth. If it's bad, it can't help. But he didn't say just it's terrible. He clearly told me what I needed to improve, and was patient with my lousy food. I am what I am today because of him. Your father didn't pretend to be a dominant husband. Seriously? I guess I'm responsible for you seeing it that way. But you're an adult now. You know what you shouldn't do, right? If you neglect Nancy any longer, she might end up divorcing you. Oh no, I don't want a divorce. Then, tell her honestly how good it tastes. Never ever say BC wife again. You're a lucky man. Nancy is an excellent cook. Plus, she studies various recipes, goes to cooking class, and makes so much effort for you. Yeah, sorry, Mom. It's not me that you're supposed to say sorry to. Go and apologize to Nancy right now and beg her not to divorce you.
Hugh, it's Nancy.
It was actually delicious. I'm sorry. I won't say bad cook anymore.
Yeah, well, starting with tomorrow's breakfast.
I'll definitely eat it all. So please keep making delicious food for me.
Okay.
I'm really, really sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. Come home soon.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Shortly after that, Hugh came home out of breath. As soon as he saw me and Greta welcoming him at the door, he kneeled down on the floor and said,
I am so sorry. I'll change my mind. So please don't divorce me.
He seemed utterly remorseful, but Greta did not forgive him yet. She made Hugh sit on the floor and lectured him how hard it was to cook every meal all night long. So we even decided to share the household chores I had been doing alone. Next day, he ate breakfast with his hands together and said,
Thank you.
After enjoying food while saying,
It's delicious.
And said,
Thank you for the food.
And went to work in high spirits. Today's dinner will be the curry that Hugh's going to make. I am looking forward to it. Toby, thank you for your hard work. Just to double check, your business trip will start today, right?
That's right. As I told you this morning, I'll be gone for 3 days and 2 nights starting today. I'll finish my business at the company in the morning and leave first thing in the afternoon. I might have to entertain my clients, so I might be unable to check the texts.
Got it. It seems you don't have any changes, right?
I mean, what's up with you all of a sudden? You usually don't bother to ask me such things. Did something happen?
You see, I'm traveling today too. I thought we should know each other's schedule, just in case.
Oh, I see. So you're going on a trip with your relative, Shelly, too, right?
Yeah, it's 3 days and 2 nights, the same as you.
Gotcha. Have fun.
But I'm sorry that you have to go there for work. I feel bad that I'm the only one having fun.
No. Don't worry about that. You gotta have fun, okay? And actually, going on a business trip is a nice change of pace.
Really?
Once I'm done with work, I can even go sightseeing. It's like a regular trip, you know? In a way, it's probably healthier than working at the office on the computer all the time.
I see. Oh, it's almost time to meet up with Shelly.
Yep, I'm about to leave too.
I'll text you in the evening.
Okay, I'll check as soon as possible.
You will wine and dine with clients, right? Don't push yourself. Anyway, have a safe trip.
You too.
Toby, how's it going over there?
I just finished work and checked into the hotel where I'm staying. Well, I'm so exhausted.
Work is always tiring, isn't it? Thank you for your hard work every day.
Well, working is my role as a husband. I'll do my best.
What kind of work did you do today?
Business meeting. Nothing special. I can't tell you the details because it's a business matter, but I had to finalize the next contract renewal with the client.
I see. That's a lot of work. Going all the way out to renew a contract.
It's a business partner that our company particularly values. I guess it's also a way of buttoning him up.
I see. By the way, your company's very generous.
Huh? What do you mean?
They allow one employee to stay in a suite that costs $100 per night for a business trip.
No, of course not. What are you talking about? Well, if it's a hotel in a city or a tourist spot, it's natural that it's a little more expensive, but it's still about $100. No way they can afford a suite. This business trip is not in the city or tourist area. Well, it's a reasonable price. Being just a regular employee is so tough.
What? Really? I didn't know that. So, LA is neither a city nor a tourist area?
Huh?
Actually, I just checked into the hotel you're traveling to a few minutes ago.
Huh? What? But you said that you're traveling with Shelley.
Yeah, I'm traveling with Shelley, sightseeing LA with her.
No, wait. You said that you're looking forward to the beach. You're supposed to go to a beach resort, right?
Oh, that. We are going to stop by the beach on the way home. I meant the beach near LA.
Seriously?
So, I hope you're figuring out what's going on here, right?
Huh? What? What do you mean?
I'm not sure if you really don't know or are just playing dumb, but... Rachel Rudo.
What?
She's your business trip partner, right? But I wonder why would a man and a woman be staying in the same room? Besides, it's a hotel suite that costs several $100s per night. I wonder if it's terrible for the company to do that. Does your boss know about it?
Okay, I got it. So maybe you saw me and Rachel were checking in, huh? The thing is, there was a mistake on the hotel's part. That's why we got a suite. They should be able to get us another room later. I still haven't heard from the front desk yet. Perhaps they're busy or something.
Well, even if you call the front desk right now, it's not gonna work. Your lie is already exposed.
I'm telling you, it's true. It's really true. You're accusing me because of some kind of hotel mismanagement, but this is not what you think, you know.
It's not the hotel's fault. You made a reservation to stay in the same room with her from the beginning. At the request of the young lady Rachel, you got a suite.
How can you be so sure without evidence? If you don't stop, I'll get angry.
I have proof.
What? What are you talking about?
You know what? I wonder how come you haven't noticed yet.
Noticed what?
When we were college students, this is a hotel where we stayed with the club members, remember?
Yeah, I remember. But so what? What does it have to do with what's happening right now?
It's fine that you like the hotel, but you should have done a little more research before you came here.
What? What are you talking about?
You still don't get it? Okay then. I think there's a hotel pamphlet in the room. Open the greeting page of the owner. No matter how stupid you are, I bet you can get it when you see it.
What a hassle. What about it?
It's on the table. Just look at it.
Okay.
Did you see it?
Kidding. Hey, this owner, Shirley?
That's right. Sherry is the owner of this hotel. You finally noticed.
No, hang on. The last time I was here, the owner was a woman in her 40s or 50s.
That was a previous owner, Sherry's mother. Recently, her odd chronic disease got worse. So Sherry, who married the hotel chef, took over as the hotel's owner.
Seriously?
What's more, the co-owner of this hotel is Sherry's father. The reason why I got in charge of hotel reservations for my college student club trip was because of that.
Could it be the reason why the complimentary dessert and beverage was offered at the time was that...
That's right. It was a courtesy from Sherry's father. They don't offer college students those complimentary services without any reason. So, back to what's happening now. When you made a reservation for a two-bedded suite, Sherry answered the phone.
Really?
She was in work mode at the time. So, she avoided talking about personal matters. But I heard from her that you said on the phone that you and your wife would stay there, huh? Of course, Sherry thought I would be coming, so she was looking forward to seeing me. So she contacted me individually and said she'd show me good tourist spots if I wanted. But I had no idea what she was talking about. So I looked into it. Then I found out that you were having an affair. Well, that's what led up to here. Now that you get a situation no matter how stupid you are, right?
For real?
So I'll continue further. Rachel Rudo, the woman you're having an affair with, is the only daughter of the president of your business partner, right?
What? You even looked into that?
Duh! My own husband is having an affair, so it was only natural that I would look into it.
I see. So, you're saying that you've already found out everything?
That's what it means. So, what are you going to do?
If you already know that, there's no choice. Yeah, that's right. I'm in love with Rachel. So, divorce me. You're in my way.
You change your attitude so quickly.
Whatever. Rachel's beautiful, classy, innocent, and above all, she's a president's daughter. She's way better than you. I have a right to choose a woman, you know.
Speaking of which, you always take a liking to innocent-looking girls in games and manga, don't you?
Yeah, sure. Rachel is the embodiment of that kind of young lady. The ideal woman. She's totally different from you. The woman sniffing around the husband sneakingly.
Oh yeah? Then back to my point. I want to get a divorce too, but I'll ask you just in case. You know you're in a position where you have to pay alimony, right?
Of course. If I can divorce you, I'll pay you as much as you want.
Then I'll feel free to ask for it. But do you have the money?
Of course I do. As I've said many times, Rachel is the CEO's daughter, and she's the only daughter. That means Rachel's marriage partner is the next president of the company. In other words, I'm the next president. The company is many times bigger than the one I work for now, so of course I can afford to pay you alimony. Well, it's called a marry into money and male version. Finally, an enormous fortune came into my life. It's like something out of a video game or comic book, but it's happening to me in real life. I couldn't pass up such a lucky break.
Well, it's hard to say. You don't know by any chance?
Know what?
The heir to the company is the CEO's nephew.
Huh?
He's gonna be a president next year.
Huh? His nephew?
That's right. And besides, Rachel has a fiancé and is involved with several other men. You're just one of her boyfriends. She didn't tell you that?
Huh? You're kidding, right? Hey, that's a joke, right? Tell me it's a joke.
Oh my, you didn't know anything about it, did you? I'm sorry. Everything I said was true.
So, I can't be president?
Well, duh. I don't think you should be shocked by only that.
Huh? What's more to it? Give me a break.
Nope. You'd better know about this. Rachel's father is very upset that you had an affair with his daughter. He decided to disinherit Rachel, and he just called your company to cancel the deal.
Huh? What?
He said he couldn't do business with the company with such an infidel employee.
Hey, that's internal information, right? There's no way the company would leak it out. I mean, there's no way you know about it. I'm not gonna fall for the lie. You can't trick me with such nonsense.
Because he's here, Rachel's father.
What?
I told him in advance about the affair, and told him I'd settle it here today. And he said he wanted to go with me. So he came with me here. He wants to speak with you right now. Oh, don't bother calling. We're in the next room.
Huh?
Well, let's talk in your room right now, in person, with our lawyer. Immediately after this, we rushed into the suite where Toby and Rachel were. Under the lawyer's initiative, I had him sign the divorce papers on the spot. Toby's company lost a major business partner because of this incident and suffered a high amount of damage. They said that Toby was forced to resign as a form of taking responsibility and that he went around to apologize to people, but nobody lent an ear to him. I, on my part, filed a claim for alimony against Toby and Rachel, and received a lump sum payment. Frankly speaking, I think it was fortunate that we didn't have a child yet. Next time I fall in love, I want to ensure he's a man who will not cheat on me. Rachel also broke up with her fiancé after he found out about the affair. Her father disowned her, as he had declared earlier, and she managed to make a living by working at a nightclub. Toby returned to his parents' house, but they said he did not look for a job and stayed in his room. Apparently, he indulges himself in love with a two-dimensional young lady.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.